What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Presented by Scott Credit Union, your St. Louis Blues.
BlueNote Fan Report! Aloha and mahalo, and welcome to another edition of the BlueNote Fan Report. Yes, I skipped out on the LA Kings game. As exciting as it was, I just needed the break. I worked, made some money, and that's that. So nothing bad happening, just I needed a break. That is what it is. Hello, Ashley.
Hey, Guy.
We are in a fight for the 9th worst team.
Yes, we are.
Winning, we're 10th. Losing, we're 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Vancouver, they don't even want to be on the ice. I mean, it's just so bad right now for the teams 10th on down. They just don't even want to be on the ice. I mean, and it's poor.
I mean, to an extent, I agree. But like with the Blues, with all the new players that are getting a second chance or a new lease on life, they are playing very well, trying to show that next year they're going to bring it.
I hope so. No, Jason. Let me explain this to Jason, okay? There is not a wrong lobby. There are 3 different lobbies that you can watch this show in. And it doesn't matter which one you watch them in. Now, if you're in one, you may not see all the comments, but I try and post all the comments. Mm-hmm. So don't sit there and think. So it isn't, what I want to get away from on the show is people commenting to other commenters. Right? I want the comments to be directed to us and us alone. Right? I want to get away from that a little bit. I think that we're losing something when that happens. No, it doesn't matter which one you're in, Jason. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're all the right one. It doesn't matter if you're watching on YouTube, if you watch it on Guy Benson, or you watch it on the BlueNote Fan Report. It's all the same. Your comments are to us and not anybody else. And that's what I want to change. Right?
Unless you're looking for the chat that I'm in, which I'm not going to be in the chat today. I decided to show you guys my ugly mug.
There you go. I show the comments when I can. I show comments. There are some comments. I'm sorry. It's straight up. There are comments that I don't want to show.
Yep.
Right? And if I don't show your comment, it's my choice. Doesn't mean that you've said anything wrong. It's just I don't feel like showing it. Plain and simple. Right? I got to take control of the show back. That is the one thing that I've kind of, I'm going to be a Bennington here. And I'm going to take control back. Right? The argument that I had the other day, the guys on the other side of that argument were partially right. Mm-hmm. Well, see, Jason, you're missing what I'm just saying. I don't want the chat room to be talking to each other. I want you talking to me. That's what I want you talking to. So,
Guy likes to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
It's his show, damn it.
Huh?
I said it's his show, damn it. Talk to him.
Yeah, damn it. But no, they were partially right. Now, I still feel the league should have come down on Hartman. I think they set a very bad precedence with Hartman. Very bad. However, I do think Bennington needs to control how he reacts to things. Now, I that's a change in thought process for me. Because to me, there's something very different between an act and an action and a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think you have every amount of control over your actions. I don't feel you have as much control over your reactions. That's how I think. Right? Because what is a reaction? It's something from an action. Right? It's, oh, let me poke you and you just stand there and not poke back. Well, I'm going to keep poking you and keep poking you and keep poking you. Well, at some point, there's going to be an adverse reaction. And everyone wants to blame that person for the reaction. And I say no. That's where I kind of draw the line. What Hartman did, for the most part, was okay. Until he went to the ref and said, Bennington's going to get a penalty, just you watch. And then he goes and hits him. Instigating.
Yeah.
Hartman deserved the exact same penalties that Bennington got.
I don't disagree with that.
I think the league screwed the pooch on this one.
I don't disagree with you on that statement. I do disagree with you. Maybe it's because I've taken so many psychology classes that you do actually have control over your reaction. I know that it's difficult, but in a civilized society, yes, we do have control over our reactions.
Well, see, there's a fine line there. There's a fine line.
Now, sometimes I personally, I don't have a problem with the way that Bennington reacted. It's a game. He's, testosterone's going, the emotions there. I don't have a problem with what Bennington did. But for you to just make that statement that you have no control over your reactions, I disagree.
Well, you have control over you're going back. You got to go back to it. You kind of missed something I said and how I framed that. Poke me once, okay. If I don't react, I don't react. If you keep poking me, sooner or later I'm going to react.
Yes, but you still
That
have
is what
control
happened in this
over that
situation.
reaction. You have control over the way you choose to react.
You do and you don't. I think there's again, fine line. I chose not to react. The first
that was
10
a reaction.
times you poked me.
That
The
was a
11th
reaction.
time you poked me, I blew up.
And that was still another choice that you chose to react on that 11th time.
After the first 10, you shouldn't have done the 11. The blame has got to go on the person. See, that's what's being missed here. The blame's not going, no. The blame is not going on the person who poked the first 10 times. That's where the blame needs to go. That's where all the blame needs to go. Not on the person that reacted. Because they did everything they could to not react.
Again, I agree with his reaction. I'm disagreeing with the way you worded it.
Okay, well, agree to disagree.
Okay.
And especially when he comes out in the press and says, that's exactly what I did. And then he did it the next night to another goalie. It's proof right there of what I'm stating. So
Hartman's a freaking, he's just as bad as Brad Marchand. I mean, he really is.
Right? And guys, I had guys, there are two guys that are really, really pissed at me and left the show, probably left the show because of it. Well, you know what? At some point, you got to understand what's happening. And it's societal. It actually is societal. That we sit there and allow the bully to get away with it consistently. Right? One of their points was, oh, no, that's on the refs. The refs are supposed to stop that. My thing was, oh, so you're saying it's on the teacher. It's the teacher's fault because the teacher didn't stop it. No, it's not the teacher. It goes to the bully. And I'm sorry, I'm leaning on that because what Hartman did is exactly what a bully would do. Push, 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 Boom. See, he's exactly what I said he was. That's
I don't disagree. Like I said, everything that Hartman did, I feel he did with intent. He intentionally ran over Bennington. He didn't even try. And you can't even say that, oh, he scored a goal, so he's celebrating, so he wasn't thinking about. You always should be thinking about where you're going when you're wearing skates.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I see the editorialization on that video was incredible. I have watched hundreds in the past couple of years of those videos. I have never heard as much editorialization in any of them as I heard in the Bennington one. And it was full of it. Full of editorialization. And then what I thought was really cool is I had to watch the Kings broadcast the other day. And they even brought up, oh, we're not editorializing. We're saying what somebody else said. They even knew that the words that they were saying were editorialized words. That's how editorialized stuff towards Bennington has been. I keep seeing these things from Instigator Hockey about Bennington being the worst player in the league and all of this. And I'm thinking all you're doing, guys, is adding adding fuel to the fire. And you're not putting any of the blame on the other things that have happened.
Yeah, like Kadri was, a freaking saint after what he did.
Oh, yeah, after the Kadri thing, and then, who was it? Was it also, I think he had issues with Kadri a couple times. Isn't Kadri the one he swung the stick at?
Yep.
Right? So all of that was building up. I'm sorry, at some point, I'm on, look, I used to bitch about Bennington's antics. You know that.
Oh, I've never had a problem with his antics, so.
But I have complained about him. I've changed my tune a little bit. I've changed my tune as I've watched things and see what guys are doing. Guys are poking.
Okay. Again, like I said, I believe that everybody has control in their reaction. It doesn't mean that I disagree with their reaction. Like if somebody makes you react, I'm all right with Bennington's antics. I have never not stood behind him for what he has done. Like even the time he swung the stick at Kadri, you thought he needed to be suspended, and I was on here right away saying, no, he didn't hit him. That doesn't warrant a suspension.
Yeah, and you were right. Do you want to put this next one up?
Yeah.
I just think Bennington wants to fight another goaltender. I don't. Lord knows he's tried numerous times already.
You see, if he wanted to fight Fleury, he would have went down to Fleury. Fleury came down and Bennington was open to the challenge, but he is not actively seeking a goalie fight.
Yeah. The only time that I could think of where he actually went after another goalie was Jones for the Sharks.
Yep.
Right? That's the only time that I can think he went after another goalie. Right?
Thank you, Nathan. I agree. I agree with you 100%, Nathan.
I'm reading it. Okay, absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Stephen, buddy, it's not that I'm saying that they won't get a reaction. I'm saying that the individual still has the choice to react. You have the choice to let it go or make a, blow up.
But at what point, Ashley, does that choice get taken away? That's what I'm trying to get at. It never gets taken
away. You still always have the choice to either let it go or blow up. Now, sometimes it gets too much and you will blow up because you're human, but you still have a choice, is all I'm saying.
Well, see, right there, what you just said kind of contradicts it. You said because you're human, you're going to blow up. Well, that right there says that your choice has been taken away from you.
No. Humans are very, very fickle, and they let emotions get to them. It's part of, our genes. But you still have the choice to actively choose not to react. But, I react too.
Yeah, again, that's what I'm getting at and I know this is social and not completely hockey, but it is hockey related. There's a point where that is
That's what I'm
somewhat,
saying, Jason.
huh?
Jason gets what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, okay, that's close to where I'm at, but at the same time, when someone keeps pushing you, well, first of all, you say, how could Bennington have walked away from that? Tell me how Bennington could have walked away. He's a goalie
like I said
in a
the
circle.
entire time, I agree with his. I have no problem with what he did. None. I'm just saying that you still have the choice to react or to let it go.
James, I absolutely disagree with that. You know what? I think Bennington would have laid Fleury out. Bennington's got 10 years on Fleury. 10 years on him. I think he would have laid him out. And I think right there, James, McGonagall, you know how I feel about you, right? You already know we are friends. We've gone to games together. We've gone to a game together. We've talked. We're friends. What you just said is the media's interpretation of Bennington and not a hockey or a hockey view. That is what I'm trying to, that's what I feel like I fight on this show, is that I don't jump on the bandwagon with some of these thought processes, that I challenge them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I challenge them, people get upset. Right? And that's where I'm at. So, and where all of this comes into is I've been thinking about writing something. I don't know if I do, where I'm going to post it. I really don't know. But the one thing, so I can point to one thing specifically that caused the Blues' downfall this season.
And what is that?
And it happened in the offseason, and I'm going to see if anybody can guess what it is. What is the thing that was the catalyst to the Blues this season, to the failure of this season? What was the catalyst? And I'm gonna let see people. Do you think you know there, Ash?
I have a couple of ideas on what I think the catalyst is. I don't know if it's the same as yours, but
there is one thing.
But I will give you guys a secret. It's not Perron. Even though
I know it's not.
Even though I like Perron, it's not Perron.
Yeah. I still laugh at that one. And I know you and me, we've already agreed to disagree on our thought process on that.
Yes. But I mean, I know that he is not that huge of a loss in certain aspects, but he is a loss.
No, he was a loss, and I agree with that. But I also think, and I'm going to stand behind that, you know what? I've had a couple of shit shows lately. I've had more than a few, man. I tried to show it. There we go. I've had more than a few lately. I've had my blow-ups. Where all this comes from is everyone knows that I'm a big fan of Ted Lasso, right? That show. And if you watch that show, in episode 2, there was a huge moment in episode 2, and on all of the blogs that I read, now one of them mentioned this moment and how huge it was. If they mentioned it was in passing, and they missed what that moment meant. That's what I'm seeing in this with the Blues, is there's a big moment that we've all missed. Nope. Actually, Jason Nichols is dead on. Jason Nichols is dead on. Letting
one of them.
Signing Berube and letting Montgomery walk is the reason this team fell where it did. I think, actually, no, this is a reverse retrocast. Oh, wow, that's pretty damn close.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty damn close. No, I got a red cast just to piss somebody off, even though I know they don't watch the show. I actually think they do watch from time to time just to see what I say, but that's just to piss them off. No, I said it. I put on my Facebook today. I was going to go reverse retro, didn't I, Ash?
He sure did.
Right? I
Well,
said
you grabbed the wrong jersey. You grabbed the retro jersey.
I know, but my reverse retro is
camera.
hanging up in there. I don't have a reverse retro out here.
Yeah.
So I had to grab the closest red.
Yeah.
I could.
But I still like that clown jersey.
I love the clown jersey.
I love the clown jersey. That's the next one
I do.
want.
So I just kind of lost my place. Oh. Now, I really lost my place.
Oh, man. Well, you were going on about how signing Berube and letting Montgomery walk was...
Right. That right there is the catalyst to this whole season. Now, you can say Perron leaving and Husso leaving and some other things, some of the minor things.
I was going with Monty, but honestly, I think that another thing, I think it's a combination of things. They lost a leader in Perron. They didn't get Montgomery back, and he was a huge reason for our success on special teams last season. And you also have to look at the contracts they signed Thomas and Kyrou to having an impact on them.
Well, my thing with the contracts that right there, I have a different view on that. To me, right there, that reminds me, or I put all of that on the coach. And the fact that he brought up money, the fact that he brought up how much they were being paid, which they haven't been paid yet, that was the other thing that pisses me off. They haven't even gotten that money yet, and they're already being hammered for it. Kyrou has had an $8 million a year season, and we've all bitched about his season this year.
I mean, I'm not bitching about Kyrou, and I'm not even complaining about Thomas's play. I don't really care, but if you are at your job and these two young pups who are, no more time than you get signed to these big deals, get a big promotion, and you're up for contract the next year and you're not going to get as much, you can't tell me that wouldn't affect you.
But you know what? That's the job of the manager to quell that. That's the job of the manager. That's the job of the boss. To pull guys in the office and quell that. Look, what somebody gets paid should not matter to you. The only thing that should matter to you is going out there and playing your game. You play your game, let everything else take care of itself.
Tell that to Adam Oates.
Adam, I still believe, I believe, I'm half and half on that. I think Adam was right, and I think Adam was wrong in the way that things went down. And I got a new laptop. I haven't hooked it up yet. Haven't hooked it up to this system yet. Right? I want to make sure I get some more things set up before I hook it up to this system. But I did get me a new laptop that's very close to the one I travel with.
Okay.
So, it doesn't have as much storage space because I had extra hard drives added on, but I think I'm going to have one of the hard drives taken off of that and put into it. Mm-hmm. So that will change things. I got to figure out if that's possible or how to set that up. So move things around and do that. But I'll work on that. To me, there's a direct line. You take everything and you go back, and it points to that moment there. I think that moment there is more significant than the Husso trade and then the Perron thing. Now, with Perron, I watched when he had his moment. I started laughing. I really, really started laughing. I felt Perron, he's got his head down, and to me, the only thing, that's not far away. That's within the next couple of games, right? Actually, Right now, the best that we can do is 90 points. So Winnipeg only needs to win 2 games. I think Winnipeg needs to win 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me double check that. So we are very close to being out of the playoffs.
No, we all know that's coming. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's there's no way we're winning out. So no way we're winning 10 in a row. Let's see, the Blues right now. Oh, they only have 9 games left. I thought they had. Oh yeah, I was even worse than that. So they have 9 games left. So that's 18 points. So actually the best they can do is 90. I was right about that. So the best they can do is 90. Winnipeg has 85. So Winnipeg needs just 5 points.
2 wins and an overtime loss.
Yep. And when they hit 90, well, 91 is official. So 3 wins from Winnipeg, and we're out. That's it. 3 wins from Winnipeg. And we're out. What do you expect for today, Ashley? What do you think's going to happen with today's game?
Well, seeing how close the Blues are in the standings to the Jets, oh wait, not the Jets. The
Canucks.
Yeah, the Canucks. Sorry, you were talking about Winnipeg, and then I was
Yeah.
I assume that we're not going to play well.
I don't think they're going to play well either. The Kings game, they scored 6 goals and lost. And here's what screwed up. You know who got the loss for that game?
Bennington.
Bennington should not have gotten the loss for a game they never let in.
Nope.
Right? In baseball. See, that's the thing in baseball. If you give up, say you give up 5 runs, right, and get pulled in the 5th inning, and then your team loses 10-4 or 10-9, if you never took the lead, you get the loss.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take the lead in order for the loss to not be pinned on you. And I think the NHL should do it the same way. I think that loss should have been pinned on Husso.
Or at least a tie. But it shouldn't have been Husso because Husso doesn't play for the Blues. The loss should have gone to
Hoffer. Sorry, Hoffer. You know what, Jason? That's not a very good. The plus minus and what he's talking about. So let's understand, there's a different plus minus than what the plus minus he's talking about is goal differential. He's talking about goal differential here, and in all actuality, I don't think that I've seen teams with a negative goal differential get in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This season, is that going to happen? Yeah, Pittsburgh is a -1. Florida is a plus. Here you go, Jason. The Caps are a +5, yet they're 8 points out of the playoff spot. So that's not as good of a tell as you think it is, right? And you go look at it. There's 3 teams that are above the Cap that have negative goal differential.
Honestly, the biggest tell for me on if a team's going to make the playoffs or not, it's, okay, the overtime loss counts as a loss. You have to be at 500, meaning that either loss still equals out to that you're even. The Blues are at 500, but that's not counting the overtime losses. They're technically 9 games out of 500.
Yeah, well...
So for a team to make the playoffs, they have to have more wins than they have overtime losses and regular losses.
Actually, I think that's... Let's see. Pittsburgh, who's... let's go down and look at this. We'll look at the West. So Winnipeg would be at 33, and they have 41 wins. Okay. In the West, that works. In the West, that absolutely works. In the East, it doesn't. Because Pittsburgh would be at 37. They'd be 1 game under. Right? Yeah, no, you know what? You're actually, you're almost dead on there. You're almost
I
dead
like
on.
that.
While I'm looking
I
at
like
this,
that.
you're almost dead on. You're almost dead on.
Mhm.
All right. I apologize. You're almost looking at it with the small outlier being the Penguins, but in order for them to stay in, they're gonna have to be over it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could see that. Because they would be 36 right now. They're 36 and 37, and they're 3 points ahead of Florida, who is 36 and 38.
Mhm.
So
Tom
it's
Fassetti
close.
says you're looking good. His friend
Say again.
Tom Fassetti says looking
Oh,
good,
my
my
God.
friend.
Happy birthday, Tom! I think it was yesterday, so we missed it. But happy birthday, Tom! Good to see you, man. Good to see you back. We gotta.
I like Shraggy's little jig he wrote for you.
That's pretty good. Oh my goodness. It's going to be an interesting game. Now, I'm not going to do reaction for the first period. I'm going to take a break on the first. I might do reaction for the second and the third. We'll see how I feel. I'm going to back off and go from there. I didn't share the show out today, so getting 11 people watching is actually pretty good.
You were actually up to 14 at one point.
Oh, we were? I didn't see it that high. Let's see. Oh, Jason Nichols, Jason McMillan, Stephen Glass, John Hefner, Tom Fassetti, David AC, and John Penner. Thank you for putting those thumbs in the air like we know you care. Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, I can't wait for it. I'm hoping I get it before the 6th because I will wear it that night. I will wear it that night. I will get all the shit in the world, but I will wear it that night. All right? And I feel sorry for it. But you know what? It's not just him. He's having a bad season. O'Reilly's been injured, 3 times now, right?
3 or 4.
Huh?
3 or 4.
He's lost significant time at least twice, if not 3 times.
Mhm.
Right? I thought he got injured before the December injury, the December 31st injury.
I thought he was out. That December 31st injury was his 3rd time out. I thought
it was a second. Right?
Hmm.
And then he goes to the Leafs, and he's out again till the end of the year. Right? And then Mikola's done nothing for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Right? Akari's done nothing for Toronto, basically.
Actually, Akari's done stuff for Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd have to go back and look.
He's been good. For what he is, Akari is exactly as advertised for Toronto.
I really think Toronto.
I think Toronto
This
lost
should
that
be
deal.
Toronto's year if it wasn't for Montgomery. See, this is absolutely why I'm on the Montgomery train. Beginning of the season, before he went there, everyone had Boston in the Bedard sweepstakes.
Mhm.
That's where everybody was talking. I mean, you're talking, they're going to be one of the bottom 5 teams in the league.
Mhm.
Montgomery's going to win the Jack Adams Award going away. Going away. Going away, he's going to win that. Think if he was here. If he was here, we would not be talking the way we're talking. We'd be praising Tarasenko. We'd be praising O'Reilly. We'd be praising Akari. We'd be praising all of these guys as we were at the top of the league. And I think that loss right there, that's the one numerical loss that you can actually go and see the difference. We went from a 109-point team to a 79-point team where, oh, no, I think it was a bad thing, bud. I'm not selling my Tarasenko sweaters. So where he goes to Boston, and Boston is now about to set the record for the best. And you know what, Nathan, I don't know. I honestly don't know. in order for me to make the money I need to get home, I think I need to focus on that. And I mean,
we might do like a weekly show.
Yeah.
But I don't think that we're going to follow it like we follow the Blues. We're not going to do shows every day on the summer. We'll probably, just take it.
Yeah, it made me more weekly.
Update.
What I'd like to do is try and get back into interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Do recorded interviews so then I can just post them.
Yep.
Right? I'd like to get into that. This right here is where the sheep mentality comes into play. Right? I think we saw I think that the game against the Kings was more who Hofer is. No, I don't think that is who Hofer is. Everybody is going to have an off game. Everybody. Yeah.
But I think that everybody thought of Hofer as a Superman, and he's not. He's not infallible. He is not ready to take Bennington's job, but he is ready to back up.
I will agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I will agree with that.
I think that backing up Bennington next year will cause him to grow a lot.
I'll agree with that. To me, it's not even the chemistry. I think it's the running of the team. I think I'm still sold on. I'll say this. I'm 50, pardon me. I'm 40, 40, 20. I'm 40, 40, 20. 40 on Berube and the coaching staff. 40 on the front office and 20 on the players.
I'm really proud of you. That's a more even.
Right? Well, I see things that now that I think, and I've heard things that Armstrong have said that contradict himself. And when you go and contradict yourself, that's where I draw a line. That's where I got to stop. That's my issue with Berube. Berube contradicts himself almost every other game.
Mm-hmm.
And we here in St. Louis are, in Blues Nation go, oh, Berube said this, and then he says the other thing. Oh, see, he really meant this. We give him a pass, left, right, and center.
Mm-hmm.
And puck drop is coming, so we'll talk about it at the first intermission. See you guys all at the first minute. This is Guy, the White Blues fan, saying aloha mahalo, and I'll see you at the intermission. Let's go Blues! Well, Danny Johnson, I don't think you missed much, but a 2-2 scores. We go into the first intermission. I'm Guy, the Y Blues fan, and you are watching the Blue Note Fan Report on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Well, interesting period. The Blues fell behind 1-0. We're able to take a 1-goal lead with 2 unanswered goals. However, on the power play or on the penalty kill, they give up a power play goal. And it's now 2-2. That is one area this season that is markedly an area that just, no matter what you want to say, if you want to find fault in the season, that's one of the areas that you can absolutely say, what happened there? How did we go from one of the best in the league to one of the worst in the league? And there's a lot. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. I honestly do not know the answer. A big thank you to Tad Dieterman, Michael Edwards, Nathan Moyer, John Penner, David AC, Tom Fazzetti, John Hefter, Steven Glass, Jason McMillan, and Jason Nichols. The Jasons for putting their thumbs in the air like we know they don't care. Thank you so much. Oh, Shockey finally got his name up there. Thank you, Mr. Shockey. What do we got? Like, I mean, that's what we do all season, man. We just leave them alone in the front. Actually, I thought Joshua should have got a penalty shot. I thought he had enough of a break that he should have gotten a penalty shot, but nope, he doesn't get one. Are you done with your thingamajigger there? Interesting period. What's your take there, Ash?
I mean, it's great that the Blues are scoring on the rush. I just wish that they could get more sustained pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you one thing. The one thing that I think is absolutely improved since the trade deadline, I mean, and it's visible, is the cycle. Right? It is absolutely visible that they have become a better cycle team. And apparently they're the best team in the league on the rush, which I don't know how that can be. Right? Michael, I think I'm not going to be as high. Look, I like Hofer. I do. Right? I like Hofer. I don't think Hofer is better than Bennington, at least not at the moment. Maybe he will get there, but I don't think that we're going to sit there. He says Springfield should win with Hofer. Well, you know what? They've had Hofer all year, and they weren't winning. Right? They don't have the players to go around him. Right? I think they're on the outside looking in for the playoffs.
No, they're in the playoffs. They've clinched.
They have? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I'll have to check that out. I think it's theahl.com. Let me see. Okay, go to standings. I'm getting there. Give me a second. I don't think they've clinched. No, they have not clinched.
I thought they did.
Right?
And
no. They are in good position to make the 4th spot. But overall, I mean, they won't get a bye. Last year they got a bye. They won't get a bye. They're 5th in the conference, so that bodes well for them. But I don't know that they're going to – they should make the playoffs. I'll say that. They should make the playoffs. But there's a lot of teams there at 5-7. So in the AHL, they go by points percentage because not everybody plays the same amount of games. Right? And because of that, you look at what's around them. They're at 579, which is 5th, all the way down to 10th, and that's 540. There's teams that can jump them.
And Ryan, I really wish that Bortuzzo didn't take the penalty. I think Bennington could have stopped the shot.
They're playing in Charlotte, I think, but they're not in the playoffs. Let me go back and look at something here real quick. Oh, it just gave me the roster. That's what I was looking for. I'm trying to pull up their website here real quick. I'm getting there. Oh, here we go. They got one right there explaining the magic number in the playoff scenarios. Well, we'll go right to that. As a team for a 3-game series in Charlotte this Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday against the Checkers. Pushes upon us. Join us as we dive. Okay. Their number is 11, so they need 11 points. Either 11 points they get or 11 points the team behind them doesn't get.
Mm-hmm. I say it, Ryan, because the Blues have shown that they're not doing very well on the penalty kill. So I think our better shot is to let Bennington take the shot than give the other team 2 minutes to for sure score.
Top 6. The top 6 teams in the Eastern Conference are in the Atlantic Division. Right? Make the playoffs. And they're sitting at 4th. Yeah,
Ryan,
they probably should make the playoffs.
So
Sure.
Ryan, you hear the humming from Guy, but what don't you hear?
What humming sound?
Whenever you talk, there's a hum.
Oh, there is?
Yep.
Must be something with the mic then.
Mm-hmm. It's not that bad, but he mentioned it, and I was like, what don't you hear?
Where we at? I actually thought, the fire. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a little bit of like feedback or not feedback, but noise when I'm talking, but I don't know if it's a buzz per se.
It's a hum. It is a hum.
Yeah,
and it's only
I'm
when
going to
you
end
talk.
up Lance says he's got a mic, a new mic. I think I'm going to get from him that might help prevent some of this and help me because this Russian mic is it's been a great fill-in, but I need to get something better. Angry. Marilyn's angry with us. I don't know why. But thank you, Marilyn, for watching the show. Let's see who else we got. Marilyn, Chalky, Daterman. I think I covered everybody. But they're playing better. And that bodes well for next season, maybe. I am a very negative thinker right now on this team because I really don't think that they're going to. I don't think that the management is in. I think that you got to listen to what Army said. The question is he being honest or is he managing expectations?
I think he's managing expectations.
I think he's being honest.
Mm-mm.
I think there's more moves to come. I think there's some offseason moves coming that we may not see yet. I think there could be a big guy moved in the offseason.
That's interesting.
I think there could be, because of those comments that he sits there and says, and you look at this team and you say, okay, well, they're playing well, you're doing well. What about, you look at Varna and you look at Kapanen, right? Think about what they're doing. See, Michael, that's not a true statement. They have not been looking for picks all year. They didn't start looking at picks until December. So remember that.
We're not getting rid of Parayko, Ryan.
Yeah, that's.
That's not happening.
He's too early in that contract. I don't see a team taking that contract.
Nope.
I really don't. I'm starting to hear it now. Now that you guys say it, I'm starting to hear it a little bit.
I only hear it when you're talking.
Yeah, it's the mic itself. So
it is progressively getting worse, though. So, or maybe it's just because it's on my mind because Brian said something.
It's the processing, and I'm going to see if I can adjust it a little bit. See if I can get some of it to go away.
You see, Darkness, I'll agree with Scandella a little bit, but not. But that's just because his contract's getting closer to the end. I don't think that we're going to get rid of him. I don't think that Letty's gone. I really think that if they're going to move a defenseman, it's going to be Krug and.
They are not buying out Parayko.
They're not buying out Parayko. They're not getting rid of Scandella. Scandella's been playing very well since he came back this season.
Yeah.
I don't see him as a weak link. I think that Letty's really steady, and I don't see them getting rid of him. They'll try and get rid of one of the bigger contracts, and the easiest one to move out of them is Krug. Which sucks.
Oh, I'm
really
with you.
Krug.
I think that I don't see a defenseman moving.
I think they have to. They don't really have a choice. I'm hoping that it's not, I don't want to be
all the no trade clauses.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's all the no trade clauses. I don't see a defenseman moving. I don't see Krug moving. I don't see Parayko moving. I don't see Letty moving. I don't see Scandella moving. Who else am I missing there?
I mean, they can move Bortugo, they can move Rosen, but they're not the big contracts, and they're not going to do anything for us. To move them, oh, yay, we got under $1 million more space.
Yeah, no. Is that any better?
No. Sorry.
Well, I don't know. I'm not enough of an audiophile to understand.
Me either. I can't even get the mic that I got from Lance to work, but I think it's a cord and not the mic itself.
That work? Oh, that's a lot better. At least in my ears it was.
Okay.
No, it's not. I think Krug out of long-term guys should go because of Perunovic. I don't see him moving. See, I don't know. See, to me, I think you're putting too much faith in a guy that's been injured way too much. Right?
I really
let's get over the stats here real quick. We haven't done those.
It might be Perunovic.
Say again?
If we were going to move a defenseman, it might be Perunovic.
Yeah, I could see that because he's been injured so much.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let's see here. With your new laptop, you should have the power to power that mic now.
I have the power. It's the cord going into the icicle. It doesn't understand that the cord's there. I need either a new cord or I need a new icicle.
Try the cord first.
Yeah.
I'll see if the cord works on something else. If it does, then
it
it's
does.
The icicle.
That's the problem.
Huh?
It does. Both of the cords I've tried work. So it's the icicle.
Then it might be the mic itself.
No, it's the icicle. The mic itself works if I hold it into the icicle. But I have to use a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you can try and rubber band it. Okay, where we got? Shots. 17-13. Blues actually are out shooting somebody. Woohoo! The Canucks have 29 attempts to the Blues, and man, my mouse is driving me up a wall right now. To the Blues, 26 attempts.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
22 attempts to 26 attempts. There we go. Blues out hit them 9-7. Blues gave it away 3 times, and they kept the puck where it needed to be. No giveaways. Takeaways. They took it away 8 times. We took it away 3. Blocks for 5-3 in favor of them. Face-offs, man. This is one area we have to get better in the offseason. 6-13, 32% to 68%. That's how bad we're getting beat up. In the second, the second period concerns me. They have not been a strong team in the second at all. And we've talked about that ad nauseum on this show.
Actually, I feel like they've gotten better in the second.
I haven't looked at the numbers, but I know they're still pretty bad.
They're pretty bad, but last game kind of helped us because that's when we woke up was the second.
Yeah.
And we didn't let too many goals go in, and then at least not in the second period. The game before that, we had a really good second period as well.
Shin's been good in the face-off, but really Thomas has gone backwards in the face-off circle.
Yes, he has.
Right. Coming into this game, in the second, the Blues are -7. No. Yeah, -7. I think that's right. Yeah, 95 to 88. That's -7.
Yes.
So, yeah, at one time that number was up in the 20s.
Yeah, so it's gotten
they
a
have
lot
gotten
better.
Right? In the third, the third is where we've taken the crap. In the third, we are -16.
Yep, we took a crap in the third. And our first isn't so good
we have a wing
either.
playing center, so yeah, the faceoffs are going to be an issue. That shouldn't matter as much. These guys, as kids are coming up, they play both. More of these guys can play center and wing, right? I mean, a lot of them are listed as center and wing, and a lot of times the wing has to take faceoffs anyways because the center gets thrown out.
Yep. So pretty much if you're forward, you have to at least be decent at faceoffs.
Yeah, so I don't see that as big of an issue there, or as just a pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, it's not. At least for me, it's not. I don't see it. Right. I'm going to go ahead and try and do reaction during the second period. Probably won't be like I normally do. I'm just going to kind of watch and talk a little bit. But Asher, you're free to disappear if you want or stay on. It's up to you.
I got a lot of homework, so I'm kind of doing it now as it comes on.
Okay.
Pretty sure you ain't going to want to watch me do math.
Yeah, okay. So we'll have Ash at the intermission, and we'll see you then.
All right. Bye, guys.
Hi, Ash. And while we're doing this, maybe I'll try and work with my work. Oh, wow. Oh, wait a minute. I did it. It's gone.
Until I come back, and then it'll be back. Watch.
No, the buzz is gone. It's gone.
No, it's still humming when you talk.
Huh?
It's still humming.
It is? I mean, I don't hear anything in my ear.
It's not as obnoxious, but I can still hear it.
How's that?
It's still there. But
Still
if I
there?
go out,
Okay.
talk. Watch. I'm gonna remove myself, and then I want you to talk.
Okay, here we go. Face off. Oh, Ashley's still listening now. She's hanging in behind me. Okay. Well, I played with one of the numbers and it made it go down.
It's tolerable. I agree with Ryan. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
It's
I
lower.
played with the mic the best I can. I don't hear. Again, you're probably talking about something that's out of my hearing range.
Probably. It's not that bad. Like, I really
Okay.
didn't notice it until Ryan said something.
Okay. Well, he says now it's almost non-existent.
If I stay, like, on this, like, I don't close out StreamYard, I just remove myself, is that going to bother you?
No, not at all.
Okay. I'm just working on math homework, but I want to
Okay.
maybe glance
Yeah.
at what you're saying.
No problem.
All right. Bye.
Sounds good. You can pop in if you want to.
Okay.
She can pop in if she wants to. She can pop in if she wants to. I got her laughing now. Okay, we're back. Blues are leading in shots, 17-13. I don't think there's been any shots in this period yet. We'll check that out here in a second. No shots. Yep, all your fault, Ryan. You're becoming the new Matlow. Might have to go fill my drink here in a little bit. Oh, man, that was close. Oh, wow, they just missed. Wow, they just missed. Dakota Joshua just missed a great shot. Offsides. Yep, Joshua just missed, making this a 3-2 game, but make your own puck luck. I say that all the time. That gets used against me. Trust me, I know. I've heard it. I've heard it many, many a times. You say it all the time, guy. You make your own puck luck. 1-2. 1-2. Any better? Ooh, yeah, that sounds a lot better. Ooh, I like that. I got to take a class in what all of these things do and how. Oh, I like that. That sounds a lot better. Well, Jason, we don't want to hear about your pink eye. It is 2-2 still. I don't get any luck. Shit luck. That's what I get, bud. Ash, does that sound a lot better? Sound a little deeper? To me, it sounds deep, like I lowered my voice a little bit.
No, it
No?
actually made it sound worse.
Say again?
It made it worse.
Made it worse? Okay. Well, I'm doing the best I can. I might figure it out here sooner or later. Well, I don't know why you can't hear anything there, Shucky. Oh, I already know I can't change my looks. Yeah, that's nothing new. Nothing new at all. I think that brought it back a little bit. I'm trying. Doing the best I can. One day, I'll learn what all this stuff does and what it means. But I did what I could. Oh, Morton's here. Hey, Bob, how you doing, bud? Well, did what I could. Hopefully, I made it better for you. There we go. That might help a little bit. Actually, that might brought some of it back. I don't know. Well, okay. Face off! Shots are 19-16. The score is still 2-2. Oh, Blues won a face off and then they lost it. I do not remember that show, Jason. Not at all. That was offsides. Offsides.
I'm back in.
I had to bring you. You were struggling so bad. I was like, people got to see this. She's like, oh.
I hate math.
Yep. Suck her in. Yeah, that I've already gotten that, my friend. I've already gotten a couple major penalties for the podcast. People have made sure to report me as much as they could. Right? Well, I mean, right now, Vancouver's on a cycle and the Blues can't seem to do anything about it. Oh, nice little steal by Buchnevich and then a pass into the feet. I don't know why they're continually passing backwards. Vancouver breaks that up. Kyrou gets into the zone, but stops again. I don't know why they keep doing this. Force the puck. Ortuzzo directs it away. Why are they showing a California commercial on a Missouri? I don't get it. Actually, I got to go to it's a San Diego commercial, and I actually got to go there in August. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm with you, Ryan Green. Oh, there's Joshua and Yo. Hey, the one of the ships that I was on, in fact, my Warrior jersey, the number 53, the USS Mobile Bay is going to be decommissioned on August 3rd, and I'm going to go to that. It's Fakeomania week. I'm sorry, Bob. You're going to get mad at me. Fingers. They told me that my two fingers could be numb for up to a year now. I love how it changed. First it was a couple of weeks, then it was 6 to 8 weeks. Now it's up to a year. Gotta love doctors, you know? They're gonna wait. Oh! Piranha! Piranha! The Piranha takes a bite out of the Canucks.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
I thought that was pretty good.
Piranha the Verana?
Piranha the Piranha.
Oh, well, I heard it said reversed.
Yeah, I said it both
But it was
ways.
beautiful.
Huh?
But it was beautiful.
Yeah, but come on, you know, I'm a piranha, Piranha the Piranha.
All right.
Come on, you got kids, you got to know that reference.
Yes, I do. I'm going to go back to listening to you while I figure out this crap math.
Bob. Thank you, Bob. That was actually a real nice shot by Varna. Really nice. I just hope whatever draft pick we get in the number 9 spot, or if we pick higher, it is worth it. You know, when you go back and look, you know, we've only had really one pick in that area in a long time. And the last top 10 pick we had, was fight neighbors, fight. Oh, neighbors knocked his helmet off. Oh, what a punch. Oh, neighbors knocked him out. Wow. Way to go, neighbors. And he took a cut, too. Oh, man, there's blood all over the Vancouver's jersey. Oh, yeah, they're showing the whole fight now, and neighbors just, wow. Neighbors just, wow. I kind of agree with you, Jason. I mean, that energy and that should have been there a long time ago. But then again, Neighbors was out, so Neighbors could be the energy guy we need. I don't know, right? I mean, I'm just thinking back, you know, to You know, I will be doing a draft show. I will do a draft show, and I am going to do some studying on the draft. Now, I mean, this is the first time in a very long time that the draft has meant something, right? I mean, we're not drafting at the bottom of the round, bottom of the first round, or into the second round. You know, we haven't been in the lottery for a very long time, right? And you got to go back to 2017 was the last time. 17-18 was the last time we were in the lottery, right? And we obviously didn't get picked. We picked in the 20 picked like 16th, I think, if we even had a pick that year. I think we did. I think we did pick that year. I'd have to go look at it. I'm pulling it up now. Okay, so we got to go back to 2018. And we got Boink, and we traded him away. Dominic Bolk, we traded him away. He's not, and he still hasn't gotten in the NHL, I don't think. Right? And he was 25th. Man, why did we pick that low in that one? It should have been higher than that, unless we made a trade. Let me take a look at that draft. Yeah, because we should have been lower. We might have traded our pick away. Right? That was the pick with Brady Tkachuk was in it. Our draft of Brady Tkachuk. Darlene was the number 1 overall pick. Let's see here. Oh, we traded our pick. So we should have had the 14th overall pick. And we traded that to the Flyers. They picked Joel Farabee. And I'm not sure where he is in what his oh, he was part of the Shen trade. There we go. Yeah, so we ended up giving up 2 first-round picks to get to get Shen and Laterra, or gave up Laterra. That's where that was, and then we ended up picking up a pick. We got Toronto's first-round pick that year. So, actually, we had Winnipeg's first-round pick. Would have been the 29th overall pick. So, yeah, we did okay. Well, I mean, we could have done better than Bach, but... And I don't think Farabee has done anything in the NHL, to be honest with you. Blues going to the power play. He's got 2 years with the Flyers, 170 games, or 3 years with the Flyers, pardon me. 117 penalty minutes, 93 points. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all, I guess. Oh, one thing to note, and I don't know if a lot of people have seen that. That's going to change, Jason. Those numbers will change. Robert Thomas with the power play goal makes it 4-2. I don't know about that, Jason. I don't think if he'd want to go to Vancouver. I'll be honest with you. Nice shot by Thomas. Nice shot. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Michael. Oh, Ashley ran away. Not sure if I'm going to do the third period or not. We'll see. Oh, good save by Bennington. Good couple of saves by Bennington. Oh, this one can here. And it's close, too. I mean, it's still a 2-goal game, so but it's looking like it could get out of hand. Dodd with the two-point game, 2 assists. Booch Nemeth makes it 5-3, and the offense is coming out. Can you guys still hear me? I got to see when Ash comes back on to make sure. I think something might have changed. I got to make sure it didn't. Oh, maybe he does want to play there. A lot of players do not like playing for their home team. Way too much pressure. Oh, almost made it 6. Craig Moz and Robert Martin, you added them. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Wow, we've gotten 2 goals this period, 3 goals this period. Rana the Piranha gets a goal from Sada, beautiful goal at the 7:24 mark, and then on the power play at 12:08, Robert Thomas from Justin Falk, and Sada again with his second of the game, a multi-point game. And then just recently at the 13:36 mark, Pavel Buchnevich from Kapanen and Blay. Blay has now multiple points. He assisted on a goal for Falk in the first period, one of the 2 of the Blues got in the first. Thorpe has the only unassisted goal. He don't need no help. I need no help on the torpedo. I'm the Russian torpedo. No help from me. I do it all myself. Yeah, I know, I'm being funny. Nobody's laughing, though. The harder I try to be funny, the less people laugh. That's the thing with people who are generally funny. They don't try. They just are. Right? Robin Williams was that way. Robin Williams was just funny. And he just was. Right? I mean, his brain worked. The guy had to have an IQ of like 170. Because his brain just went so fast. Right? I mean, it never slowed down. And that's what's so sad about him, succumbing to mental illness. Neighbors' parents in the house. Come on, neighbors. Put one in for mom and dad. Oh, I mean, we're pretty happy with the fight, I'm sure. Neighbor. Wow, man. That's the fight of the year. That is the fight of the year right there. Still in the box for his 5 for fighting. If I said 5 for fighting and Superman, what would that mean to you? Can anybody get that reference? I want to see if anybody gets it. A lot of people don't know this. I know it. Some people know it, but let's see who gets it. Come on, who gets it? Who's even listening? Oh, Cairo just missed one there. Probably not. I mean, the Blues aren't going to be in the playoffs, so I don't know if I'm going to do any playoff games, Ryan. I really don't know. You're close. I might do a weekly show, but it probably won't be much more than that. Right? Craig, you're really, really close. I think you're on it. Right? You know, Ryan, it is an NHL show, but it's also a guy needs to take care of his mental health and earn the money he needs to make so he can move back to St. Louis and really get his business going. And the only way that can happen is if he's driving, and he can't be driving when he's doing games every day. I don't know, buddy. I'm sorry. You can just be mad at me, my friend. "90 hits in 22 games for Blaze. Wow. Yes, okay. That's right. Now, why is Fight for Fighting so important? We'll see. Well, you shouldn't. John Orsnick, who is the one-man band of Fight for Fighting, is a huge hockey fan. And that's why he named his quote band Fight for Fighting, because of 5 minutes for fighting hockey in hockey, Fight for Fighting. So that's the name of it. There you go. You got it, Craig. Good job, bud. I love you, Ryan. Oh, what a poke check. Oh! Wow. Two big saves by Bennington. Wow. Huge, huge, huge saves. Piranha for hooking. They're still close, aren't they? Minnesota jumped up top. They're 3 points behind Minnesota with a game in hand. Well, so much for that. That was quick. That was quick. Hughes gets his second of the game. Boy, I just totally misread the division, man. I'm just hoping Winnipeg doesn't slip out of the spot. Oh, Besser does that. Sorry, not Quinn. Besser. Talk about no penalty killing. Yeah, Bennington should not have gotten the loss for that game. Not at all. Well, we got about 50 seconds to go. I'll be with you there. I don't know if they were 10 points ahead. I know they had a lead a bit, but they also had games in hand. So, all right, the other teams had games in hand. Oh, Falk, nice shot there. 20 seconds to go. Blues are going to finish the second period up 5-3 and a +2 for the period. Very nicely done, Blues. Very nicely done. I will say that. Not sure if we're going to get an Ash back. There we go. And yeah, so you're right. It has. I mean, at one point we were -20, and I think now we're -5. You know, so yes, we have been much better in the second, and the cycle's been better. Special teams, that's where you're hurting the most, right? Neighbors with mom and dad that gets into a scrap and really shows that he can be a feisty guy, and we'll take it from him. Ryan Green finally figured out how to put his thumb in the air. Thank you, Ryan. Greg Ma says, good period and a fun period. Goals, fight, and big saves. I'll agree with you there. Jason, that is a good thing, but and yeah, I will put a lot of that on the D, right? Unfortunately, your offense isn't creating enough of a cycle to keep them from having the puck. That has a lot to do with it. Boring. 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 It's not offense playing D. That's not what I meant, Jason. Right? In hockey, a good one of the best defenses is a good offense, and a good offense keeps the puck in the offensive zone. It cycles the puck. It moves it makes the other team tired, so they can't get back or they can't be strong on the offense. It keeps players on the bench. It keeps good players on the bench. It keeps other players out there. So there's a little different, and that's the thing. Was I dreaming? No, you're in California. California, A. All the gold in California is in a bank in the middle of Beverly. Somebody else's name. Bet most of you haven't heard that song before. And I bet most of you couldn't tell me who sung it. I think I know. I'm not 100% sure I know. I can't remember the rest of that chorus. It's if you're dreaming about California, and then I remember what the rest of it is. I'll have to think about that there. Maybe I'll figure it out. Aaron Culture! Hey, Aaron, how you doing, bud? Welcome, 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 welcome! Well, interesting period. There were a total of 4 goals scored. At the 7:24 mark, Varna the Piranha with an assist from Saad pops one in to make it 3-2. And then on the power play, Robert Thomas gets one in there from Falcon Saad with his second point of the game. Then another even strength goal at the 13:36 mark, Bushnevich from Kapanen and Belay with his second point of the game. That's Bushnevich's second point also. And then after Varna takes the penalty, Brock Brusser, excuse me, gets a score from Quinn Hughes, and that makes it 18 at the 18:28 mark, and that makes it 5-3. Cover some stats here in a second as I move my moose around. Okay, shots are 22-18, and for that period, they were 8-12 in favor of Vancouver. Vancouver shots. Oh, pardon me. So shots are 25 apiece in that period. They were 12-8 in favor of Vancouver. So the Blues were outshot in that period. Boy, I got that all wrong. I guess my thing hasn't upgraded. There we go. Didn't refresh. Yeah, rock'em sock'em robots. Yeah, it was. I'll agree with you there, Aaron. Oh man, I'm just completely lost. Okay, hits 17-12 in favor of the Blues. Blues have 6 giveaways to the Canucks 3. Canucks have taken it off Blue Sticks 13 times, and the Blues have only done it 6. 12-6 of the blocks in favor of St. Louis. Face-offs 27-15 in favor of Vancouver for 64% to 36%. Blues are out attempted, that's for sure. Only 8 shots that period, but 3 goals. So you take that, and you take the good with the bad, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. Now, for the third period, I'm going to step away, and I'm going to step away in the third period and watch the game. I appreciate you and I'm not sure about these reaction shows anymore. I thought it would lead to more viewers, and it really doesn't. I don't want to say unfortunately, but this show is more, the people that are here are people that call me a friend. And those are the only people I'm going to get. Those who think of me as a friend, and the show's not going to grow. And that's okay. I guess I got to be okay with that. I'll just keep being me and doing me and see what happens. Right? Chuck and the Chuckettes. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that was bad. Who was, oh, man, I'm trying to think of it. Who was the guy? I know some of you are going to know this. Thanks, Aaron. It's something Marshall or something. Who was the guy that was on the Seahawks? And he said, he said at a press, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like he would never do interviews, press and stuff. Marshawn Johnson, Marshawn something. Marshawn or something Marshawn. Come on, somebody help me out here. right? The guy hated doing the press. While he played, he hated the press. But as soon as he got out, now he's on all these reality shows. No, it wasn't Marshall Falk. Marshawn Lynch, that's it. Marshawn Lynch. Thank you, Craig. Right? He would not do press during his interview, but as soon as he got out, oh man, I'm on this reality show, I'll go on that reality show, I'll do this, I'll do. And he was all over. I'm like, dude, you can't have it both ways. To me, if I was a lot of those shows, I wouldn't have shown him. Right? I mean, and then Jim Thomas has got to put on that Perron gets a hat trick tonight. Yay, Perron. Where are we at? Let's go ahead and cover out of town scoreboard. That here real quick. Maybe sort of kinda. Thank you, Craig. Okay, here we go. Rangers 6-2 over the Blue Jackets. Let's see here. See if our boy Tarasenko did anything. Tarasenko had a goal. Looks like he just had one goal. An even strength one in the first period. No assist. Yep, one goal from Tarasenko. The Flyers 3-2 over the Canadians. Predators 2-1 over the Bruins. Ooh, low-ranked team beats the Bruins. Lightning 4-0 over the Hurricanes. Red Wings 7-4 over their rivals, the Penguins. Stars are beating the Blackhawks 3-0 with 7:12 to go in the second. At the end of the first, the Flames are up 2-1 on the Kings, and the Oilers and Golden Knights will start a little bit later. And I think there's one more game, but I can't see it. Yep. And also Jets at Sharks a little bit later tonight. There you go. That's the out-of-town scoreboard. We covered the stats, and nobody's talking. So if you're not talking, I'm not going to talk. I'm going to sit there and be quiet. Well, you know what? I will see you guys at the end of the game. Well, the Blues are trying to give this one away. Well, there it goes. Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Three unanswered goals after the Blues scored three unanswered. Oh, Bennington just didn't see it. Wow, you're up 3 goals and you go and make this a tie game. That's horrible. Empty net and you can't score and put it away, and this is what happens. Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Just shaking my head. Pulling the goaltender, and they make it work. Wow. OT. I don't know what to say, man. Unreal. How many ways can the Blues find to lose a game? we go. Varna wins it. Great little drop pass. That's how you do a drop pass. I mean, we gave a point to them, which we didn't need to do, but we get the 2. Nice little pass in there. Really good. That's going to be from both Falk and Shin. Varna gets his second of the night. Goals, 2 points. Got a guy's getting 2 points. I mean, they're being offensive. And he says it's taco time. Restart. I couldn't even tell you there. It's going to be interesting. Falk is the 3rd star. I can see that. I think Blaze will be the 2nd star and Varna will be the 1st. I wish I could, John. Oh, no. Hughes from them. Why? Oh, he had 2 goals, I think. Not sure why in a win you're giving Quinn Hughes, but he did have, I think he had 2 goals. He had 3 points, so okay. I get it now. I'm listening to Varna right now. Guy's playing hockey. You got to say that, right? And you got to give it to him. He's out there doing his job every time. Well, guys, I'm going to call it. I'm kind of talked out and worn out, and I'm just going to call it here. I'll see you in 2 nights. I think we play Chicago, so that'll be the next one. Maybe if Winnie's done at the game, he might be on for us. So let's talk to you guys later. Thank you. Well, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, my friend. Okay, guys, have a great night. See you later.